Everyone, let's study through uh, AWS Cloud Practitioner notes which I have prepared. Basically, all these are compilation of the points from the AWS official course. Hope you can see my screen. Okay. And types. Now on-premise benefits. Paid fixed expenses for variable expenses. As your economies of scale, stop guessing the capacity of speed and stop spending money for maintenance and it will go global units. High availability, minimum downtime. Fault tolerance, continue to operate. Even when multiple components fail. So build resilience to each layer so that no system. Reduce regions, physical locations around the world. Groups of data centers called availability zone. Consume one or more data centers. And power networking distributed to supplement places. Regions have groups of availability zones. Availability zones have one or more data centers. Shared responsibility model. Concept is under way to the customers work together to get a secure, functional cloud environment. AWS is responsible for security of the cloud. Customer is responsible for security in the cloud. AWS Compute. Processing power. The application manager EC2 Elastic Cloud Compute. VMs sharing the underlying hardware multi-tenancy. EC2 instances, the VMs share underlying hardware, launching an EC2. Select the AMI to define the OS and additional software. Also choose the instance type with hardware resources. How do you launch an EC2? Select the AMI, instance type, storage. AMI, instance type, storage. Connected to EC2. SSH for Linux and remote desktop protocol for Windows instances. Also, AWS Systems Manager offers a secure, simplified method for accessing instances. SSH remote desktop protocol. So AWS Systems Manager. Why it which is but shares the resources from the host machine. Multi-tenancy shares the resources from the host machine. Instance types, general purpose compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, accelerated computing, memory optimized. Memory workloads, best choice for real-time analytics. For real-time analytics. Tasks such as launching visitor instance, stopping visitor, modifying visitor instance are done through API requests. AWS Management Console, which is browser-based management console. It is command line interface CLI using the terminal cloud. Cloud shell. Cloud shell is the terminal. Cloud shell. Command script, so it's software development SDK, but the programming languages. Three ways how we interact with the resources. It is management console, CLI, and SDK. And unmanaged service like EC2 requires more necessary security configuration management as AMIs. Pre-built workflows that have the basic component, but what is need to start with? What is needed? Operating system, storage setup, launching instance of the space, solid-based, repeatability, repeatability, consistent environment for a new instance. Easy to pricing options, on-demand savings plan, committed to 1 to 3 years, committed to savings plan, reserve instances, spot instances, 90% savings, dedicated hosts, security sensitive or licenses, dedicated servers, dedicated hosts, dedicated instances. What is the difference? Dedicated hosts. That's security sensitive, licensing specific, dedicated servers, dedicated hosts, security sensitive or licensing specific. Sensitive or licensing specific. Dedicated storage, dedicated instances, dedicated hardware. So into dedicated hosts. So capital to apply servers, dedicated instances, dedicated hardware, isolates other AWS customers. I think this is an open question. Difference between dedicated hosts and dedicated servers. Dedicated hosts offer exclusive control. Okay. Exclusive users that have full control without server control. It's already mentioned here. Dedicated hosts offer exclusive use of a server with full control, whereas dedicated instances provide isolation without server control. Dedicated instances without server control. Scalability helps you manage fluctuating demand by adjusting compute capacity. Scalability. Ability of system to handle increased load by adding resources, scale up or scale out. Scalability focus on long-term capacity planning. Elasticity, the ability to automatically scale resources up or down in response to real-time demand. Elasticity provides costing and optimal usage. Amazon EC2 auto scaling. Automatic and instance are based on changes in application demand. Amazon EC2 auto scaling. Not just the number of instances. Dynamic scaling or predictive scaling. Dynamic scaling or predictive scaling. Auto scaling groups. Auto scaling groups, which are collections of EC2 instances. Scaling are to provide the minimum desired maximum capacity. Okay. These instances required. Auto scaling groups. Elastic load balancing automatically distributes the incoming up across multiple resources. ELB. Elastic load balancing optimize the single point of contact for incoming traffic. Proven auto scaling benefits. Efficient traffic distribution auto decouples front end and back end failover. So it will be elastic load balancing, single point of contact for all incoming traffic through an auto scaling group. Load balance. Routing methods. Count of least connections, IP hash, least response time. Methods. LB and auto scaling, elastic load balancing, and auto scaling work together efficiently manage varying levels of LB. Distributed traffic and auto scaling adjust the number of instances based on demand. LB and auto scaling. Okay, Amazon SQS. Messaging. Predictor. Okay, no problem. Amazon SQS, messaging queue service to send, store, and receive messages with payloads. SQS, SNS from sub-service. Distributes send messages to subscribers to SNS tokens. And then EventBridge. EventBridge can route events to the relevant services. EventBridge. Microservices are closely coupled, meaning that if one component and others continue to function normally, okay. Managed and serverless compute services. With serverless computing, okay, serverless computing. What is serverless computing? You run applications without managing the underlying infrastructure. Serverless. Managed services, on the other hand, okay, the difference between serverless computing and managed services. Reduce the amount of managed services. Okay, managed services, and then fully managed services. Take absolutely for eliminating the need to provision or manage any servers at all. Lambda, fully managed services. What was computing? Fully managed services. Then serverless computing. Managed services, fully managed service. Customer responsible only for the customer data. In a fully managed service, customer is still responsible for the customer data and client-side encryption. Lambda, serverless computers, the transcoding responsibility with the team to project manage servers. Lambda handles execution scaling. So the functions to execute the functions triggers runtimes. Automatically processing images as user uploads them. Wherever best fit for this event-driven use case. Code in response to uploads and scale automatically based on number of events. Containerization, container hosting and compute, Amazon ECS. Streamlines integrated. Depends on fully managed Amazon ECS, scalable container orchestration service. Continuous labeling, Docker container, Docker is a Docker software platform, building, testing, and deploying applications quickly. AWS Fargate. Serverless computing for containers. It works with both Amazon Access and EKS. Serverless compute engine for containers. Serverless compute engine containers. Container orchestration. EKS. EKS. Amazon EKS. Open source platform. More complex, more control flexibility. CR Elastic containers. Where you can store, manage, and deploy container images. Amazon ECR. Container packages your application should works the same on any computer. What is a container? As containers application scaling and so these will orchestration tools come in. Start with uploading a container image to ECR. Okay. Orchestration. What is orchestration? Start with uploading container image to ECR. Choose orchestration service. Select compute platform to run your container. EC2 or Fargate. Fargate is for optimized for specific for containerized applications. So, okay. EC2 or Fargate. Container session. Start with uploading that document ECR. Choose an orchestration service based on it's okay. Their computer platform running. AWS Elastic Beanstalk. Fully managed service, simplifying provisioning, configuring, supports various programming languages and frameworks. Provisioning, configuration management, visibility and control, Elastic Beanstalk. AWS Batch, fully managed service, infrastructure management, parallel processing, support automatic scaling, good for processing large parallel workloads. AWS Batch. Good for processing large scale parallel workloads. Okay. Amazon Light Safe, simplicity cost. The idea for small business basic developers see in a straightforward AWS experience. AWS outposts. AWS outposts. Complete closed imagining. Consistency across on-prem and cloud load databases. Fully managed hybrid solution that extends AWS infrastructure services on-premise data centers. Okay, extends AWS infrastructure and services to on-prem data centers. Oh. AWS going global. AWS edge locations, small footprint facilities. The cache item like so the user has an edge locations. CDN, cloud formation, automated deployment of users using infrastructure as code, cloud formation, IAC. And we create a template that is configured that want perfectly configure of this result. It was really compliance, proximity, features, and pricing. When choosing a region, compliance, proximity, features, pricing. Design high availability architectures, deploying multi-region, multi-AZ resources. Multi-region, multi-AZ resources. High availability. Quickly adapt to changing requirements. Elasticity. Reduce system to scale, up or down, when response to changes in demand. Interact with AWS resources. Invoke AWS APIs. To interact with these APIs. You can use AWS SDKs, AWS CLI, AWS Management Console, or Cloud Formation. IAC used Cloud Formation. interact with AWS resources. AWS APIs. Invoke AWS APIs. It means networking. Make construct infrastructure services working with the host application data and any other resources you might need. Amazon VPC. The logically isolated section in the element from where you can launch AWS services. Logically isolated section of the AWS cloud. Implicit conflict controller used to establish boundaries around your subnet. Organize your resources publicly or privately. Subnets are used to organize your resource. Subnets, segments of your VPC. Subnet is a range of IP addresses in your VPC. Public subnets provide direct access to the VPC in general. There are internet gateway, public subnets. With the virtual private gateway, you can establish a VPN connection between a VPC and a private on-premise data center and private network. Virtual private gateway. Your VPC and a private network. Virtual private gateway. Virtual private network VPN encryption traffic helping it encryption internet being protected from anyone who might try to intercept or murder it. Yeah. Connecting to the AWS cloud, trying to VPN. So which can use to connect to remote workers and on-premises networks to fully manage elastic instances securely connected remote workforce to AWS cloud resources. Amazon client VPN. Site-to-site VPN. Connect sites to other sites. Private link. Connect security connect resources even in other VPCs used for connecting or connecting VPC to other resources. The VPCs and worse. Find VPN to connect remote workers and on-premise networks to the cloud. Remote workers and on-premises networks to the cloud. Client VPN. Private link. Connect to resources. Even in other VPCs. Once the function is direct. Oops, there are a lot of connection services. Dedicated private connections for increase the bandwidth. This bandwidth enhance the data which are hybrid for architectures. Latency sensitive applications, but large scale data migration AWS direct connect. Lead with connections. Additional gateway subs. Transit gateway. Network address translation. Gateway APM. Amazon API gateway. Okay. Two very powerful and flexible ways to control network traffic and VPC are security groups and network access control. Two very powerful, flexible control network traffic. Control network traffic to your VPC. Network ACL. It's a virtual firewall. Virtual firewall controls inbound outbound traffic at subnet level. Network ACL, stateless packet filter, stateless. They remember nothing. And check packet that crosses subnet border each inbound and outbound. Network ACL. Stateless controls in inbound and outbound traffic at subnet level, and security groups at resource level, like EC2, stateful. They remember previous decision making by default denies all inbound traffic. Denies all inbound traffic. Security group denies all inbound traffic. With security group, you can add custom rules. Custom rules to configure which traffic should be allowed. Network ECLs and security groups are customer responsibility. Customer responsibility. Building in Amazon VPC. Create the Amazon VPC, specify the region, must go to resources, create subnets, create two public and private subnets across availability zones, create an internal gateway and route traffic. Building in Amazon VPC, how we implement that. VPC, without create subnets, two public, two private. Internet gateway and route traffic. Okay, global networking. Edge networking, secure and speedy networking for user-facing application data, Route 53, DNS. So we're looking user-generated application. This happens because of DNS resolution. DNS resolution, also customer DNS resolver communicating with the company DNS server. If think of DNS as being a phone book, then DNS also translating. Okay, DNS resolution is a process of translating a domain name to an IP server, which are of they need to manage DNS records for domains. Amazon Cloud Front, Content Delivery Network, CDN. Yeah, you got have fast download times for 7 centrality. Global accelerate, some of the visit will include networking group. Application available in global access direct traffic through the AWS private global network. AWS private global network. Direct traffic. Global accelerator, so you say global network, global accelerator, global accelerator. This VPN secure, flexible, to have a small dedicate isn't necessary use cases. Use direct high bandwidth, low latency constraint that was large transmission critical applications. Use direct connect. Okay, VPN for these small scale. VPN direct connect for high bandwidth. Consistence per one large scale direct connect VPN is for basically small. Direct connect is for large. Great. Where to use VPN, where to use direct connect. Direct connect. Okay. And then AWS storage as well. Storage, three distinct types of storage: block, object, file storage. Block storage. Data diverted to access called blocks. Direct access without file system layers. Best for database getting fast. Frequent updates. Block storage. Amazon instance store. Okay. Use on EC2 instance store and elastic block store. EC2 instance store, elastic block store. Attached to EC2 instance like physical hard drives. You have a block storage, object storage. Object storage. Object equal to data, unique ID, metadata. Object equal to data, unique ID, metadata. Rewrite required. to update an object as using bucket best for large infrequently changed files. Block storage, object storage, S3, new bucket. It's S3. Block storage for fast frequent updates, block storage, just stored AWS types, which can be attached. These in the physical address, block storage, and then object storage, then file storage. Access to shared file systems will improve without code changes, nest application with shared file access. Through shared file systems, elastic file systems, EFS. Are used with AWS Cloud Service and on-premise resource Amazon FSx. EFS working with AWS Cloud Services and on-premise resources. And for popular file system like Windows, list, NetApp, ONTAP. Two types. Elastic file system and FSx. Resources, FSx. Additional storage services. Storage. Access to storage. Access to cloud storage. Elastic access. Streamlines physical virtual and cloud-based service readiness. Take disaster line. Storage creator provides on-premise access to virtual and cloud storage. Easy to instant door. It's easy to instant store. Easy to install directly attached to the host. Easy to instance store is directly attached to the host, offering extremely low latency and high performance for applications that need temporary storage with fast access. It's easy to instance store. Directly attached to the host. Extremely low latency, high I/O performance. Temporary storage. EBS data captures automatic replication with the same. This provides high availability and European made for financial application data. Automatic EBS. Automatic replication. Yes. Within the same available. Within the same availability zone. EBS. EBS volumes have life cycle independent of they can be detached. No one is and attached to the data remains intact. EBS volumes. EBS volumes. Block storage. EBS volumes. EBS snapshots and point-in-time backups. EBS snapshot. EBS snapshots. Point-in-time backup. EBS volume. Because with disaster data fetch volumes as replicating as a backup function workloads, EBS volume snapshots. Amazon Data Lifecycle Manager, tool automatic snapshot, data lifecycle manager. Schedule automatic snapshot allocations, retention policies, manage snapshots, consistent policies. Data lifecycle management. That was our S3. An object storage time. So unlimited amounts of data. That now each object includes data itself, metadata, and unique identifier are key. Each object typically includes data, metadata, and a unique identifier. This is for having large and unstructured data. Unstructured data, documents means videos. An S3 bucket is container for storing objects. Container. S3 bucket is a container for storing objects. I mean, the S3 buckets are globally unique. Globally unique name. S3 buckets. Globally unique name. Then as the security, private access by default, bucket policies, pre-side URLs, access points, or blocks. Security, private access by default, bucket policies, pre-signed URLs, access points, audit logs. As the three block public access settings, override red policy, security public environment policies are override. Block public access. Amazon S3 is designed with this durability level as a key feature. Durability is valuable because critical for valuable medias that cannot be created fast. Amazon S3 offers various storage classes. The sheet directly about to specific performance access. S3 standard intelligent offers various storage classes. S3 standard intelligent infrequent access, standard infrequent access, one zone AI, one zone IA, one zone infrequent access. Infrequent access, one zone so express one zone. Glacier instant retrieval, glacier flexible, glacier deep S3 outposts. S3 outposts. Select your manually managing your object storage and use S3 lifecycle configurations. Automate transition actions, expiration actions, use periodic loss data that changes very quickly. S3 lifecycle configurations. The EFS integrates seamless with AWS service that eliminates the need to provision and manage file servers. Use of EFS integrates seamlessly with AWS services and eliminates the need to provision and manage file servers. Multi-agent availability. Unlike EVS volumes, restricted within a region, automatically scales. Unlike EVS volumes, shared access to multiple EC2s. Elastic file system. Storage classes. EFS storage standard one zone archive. Standard one zone archive. Amazon EFS. Amazon FSX. Compared to Amazon, it focuses on network file system. Compatible Amazon supports multiple file system protocols. FSX supports multiple file system protocols. EFS focuses on network file system compatibility. Multiple protocols. Amazon storage gateway. Just gap between traditional infrastructure and the cloud. I bring the storage gateway. The storage gateway. See about it somewhere. Yeah, provides on-premise access to virtually unlimited cloud storage gateway. Then again we have storage gateway here. Bridges the gap between traditional infrastructure and the cloud. It's a hybrid cloud storage that the key on-premise has access to virtually unlimited. Also, seamlessly imported local caching of types. S3, a file gateway, volume gateway, tape gateway, storage gateway, 3 types. Elastic disaster recovery provides continuous block level replication that maintains exact server with time between backup intervals, giving a rapid recovery when needed. Block level replication. Elastic disaster recovery, block level replication. Yeah, storage versus database. Storage is general term for a place to save data like hardware, cloud. Also, like often unstructured. Database is more structured. Database is a more shared system Algorithm organizes and manages data, make it easy to search, query, and update. Ideal for structured data like customer records or product information. The main difference is the database got organized, queryable layer. Organized queryable layer over raw data. Stored in files. Storage of database. Storage is basically raw data. Place to save data. Storage is a place to save data. Database is more structured system. Organized queryable layer over data. AWS databases. AWS database services includes options for relational database, non-relational database, communication and purpose services for use with management. Different types: relational, not relational, non-relational, in-memory cache. Relational databases with the rigid schema that organizes collections of data tables, columns and rows by organizes into the relational databases and columns. Relations between different tables. The relations between different tables. AWS relational databases support popular AWS images diagnostic. This easier migrate existing databases to AWS. This relational databases support popular database engines. These are database engines. SQL, Postgres, Oracle. Amazon RDS is a managed relational database service. Handles for clean database tasks such as backups, patching, managed relational database service RDS. Supports multiple database types that optimize for memory, performance, and I/O. Amazon RDS, Amazon manage relational database. Managed relational database that is unnecessary. It's compatible with MySQL Cloud native database. Cloud native database. Amazon Aurora relational database. Cloud native compatible with MySQL and Postgres. SQL database engines. NoSQL databases use flexible data schemas. First, flexible data schemas use flexible data schemas for storing and retrieving many different types of stuff. Also called NoSQL databases build the structure of the data that they contain key value pairs. Using key value pairs. With the column that they have key value pairs. With key value pair data is on its items identified by units. Key values. NoSQL database they use key values. Fully managed database service that provides fast and predictable performance. Fully managed NoSQL database service. What's fast and predictable? Document and key value data structures. Dynamically. Indicating service optimized to provide sub-millisecond latency. For read and write operations, indication times, speed storage, temporary stores, frequent access, any counters mail, memory, RAM, release, value, key, cached, high speed storage layer, temporary, high speed storage layer, temporarily stores frequently accessed data. There is an Elasticache, managed. Elasticache. Amazon Elasticache, fully managed. In-memory caching service, Elasticache. Fully managed in-memory caching service, Elasticache. Amazon documented MongoDB compatible. So document is fully managed fully managed service designed to handle stringy, semi-structured data, which is information that doesn't conform to rigid relational schemas. Use example product catalogs, which is information that doesn't conform to rigid relational schemas. Amazon Document D. Managed service designed to handle semi-structured data. Semi-structured data, which is information that doesn't conform to rigid relational schemas. Product catalogs. Document B. Where AWS this was optimized by providing a single dashboard for monitoring backups, single dashboard, fetching backups. Build fully managed built graph database service that manages highly connected data sets like those who have low latency areas, highly connected data, low latency some highly connected data. Amazon Neptune. Amazon Neptune. And data analysis. The AI ML stack is the AML stack is computed of following solutions. Following three types of AI services. We build models, AI services. We build models for known specific functions like language services. We build AI services, ML services, and frameworks are interesting. So in AI services, these are pre-built models that are trained for specific. This causes them comprehend natural language to extract insights from documents. Insights extract key insights to comprehend. Or text to speech, transcribe speech to text, translate, translation service. Compute function Kendra, natural language models, search for answers within large amounts of enterprise content, recognition, video analysis service, extracts type and handwritten, extracts type and handwritten information, Kendra recognition, new conversational AI and personalized services with Amazon Lex. Voice and text conversational interfaces. Amazon Lex. Personalize. Use software to build intelligent applications. Personalize. ML sites as a more customized approach with Amazon SageMaker AI, where you build, train, and deploy your own models with fully managed infrastructure. My frameworks and the completely custom approach to building models using purpose-built chips that integrate with popular ML frameworks. ML frameworks and infrastructure. AI services, ML services. The ML services, which is Amazon SageMaker, and then ML frameworks and infrastructure. Generative AI. Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart. An ML hub with foundation models and pre-built ML solutions deployable within few clicks. An ML hub, foundation models, SageMaker, Jumpstart. An ML hub with foundation models, pre-built ML solutions, deployable with a few clicks. Rapid ML models, customized model, let's go over. It's on Bedrock. It's on Bedrock. Fully managed, adapting deploying foundation model from Amazon and other leading AI companies. Jumpstart. Enterprise grade generative AI advanced conversational AI. The Amazon Q. Amazon Q and interactive AI assistant integrated companies and professional repositories. Amazon Q business and Amazon Q developer. Two type answer questions, help solve problems and take actions using the data. Amazon Q developer provides code, recommendation, asset development, supporting languages, business Q interactive AI assistant chat. Interactive AI assistant is on Q. Difference between SageMaker, Jumpstart, and Bedrock. Jumpstart. Pre-built ML solutions. Pre-built ML solutions. Foundational models. Amazon SageMaker, Jumpstart. Foundational pre-built. Amazon Bedrock. New analysis. Self-adaptive and deploy. Building and adapting and deploying things. Amazon other leading AI companies. Amazon within the following steps. ETL. Extract. Transform. Load. Extract the data from the resources and store it. Transform it using format for downstream tools to consume. Load it to the destination system like data warehouse and analytics platform. ETL, data pipelines, automated assembly lines. Data pipelines. Automated assembly lines used to make ETL process efficient and repeatable. Data ingestion service. Data ingestion was moving data from source systems into a chosen storage solution. Data sources, kinesis data streams for real-time ingestion of terabytes of data from applications to users and Amazon data warehouse. For data ingestion near real time. This is fully managed service for automatic provisioning and scaling for real time. Amazon data warehouse. Data ingestion services. Moving data from source system to chosen storage solution. Data ingestion. Data storage services to gain insights. It is only consolidated in a single location. Amazon S3 for data lakes. Redshift data warehouse service. Really manage data warehouse service. Redshift. Store petabytes of structured or semi-structured data. Data storage services. The data catalog is a cataloging data with metadata provides cataloging your data with metadata. What's inventor from AWS Global data catalog. Interest in a metadata repository that enhances data discovery. AWS Glue data catalog. Data processing services, clean and transform resources ready to be clean and transform ready to be analyzed. Glue is fully managed service that makes you the faster and faster. AWS Glue ETL service that makes data preparation simple, fast, and cost effective. It's EMR data. I mean, the large scale data. Yeah, the existing big data expertise, Amazon EMR and data glue. Two data processing services, EMR. data glue fully managed ETL service that makes data protection simpler, faster, and cost effective. Data analysis and visualization services queries and visualization tools help you develop important insights about your data. Data analysis and visualization services. Queries and visualization tools help you develop important insights about data. Athena, SQL queries, analyze data and relationships. Athena, Athena, SQL queries, quick site, not relevantly. Create modern interactive dashboards and reports. Quick site, search, search for precise keyword matching. Search, open search, search for event content, precise matching and natural language queries. Okay, so we have covered quite a ground. We'll take a pause here and then in the next session, let's see what all we covered. We covered few basics of what is cloud, deployment types, benefits, global infrastructure, compute, and then containerization, AWS going global, networking, global networking, AWS storage, S3, AWS databases, AI, ML, and data analytics. Yeah, so these are the things what we covered. Let us continue in the next session on security, modern compliance and governance, pricing and support, cloud migration, well architecture solutions. Yeah, and complete. Maybe it will take another half an hour session, a quick revision, and then should be good to give the exam. Thank you for watching, and yeah, join me in the next session.